Las Vegas has over 300 distinct neighborhoods. Yep, 300. And choosing the right one or the wrong one can totally change what it's like living here.
So to make things easier for you, we created a full ranking from neighborhoods that have some challenges but may still work for you, all the way up to the absolute best places to live in Las Vegas in 2025. Quick heads up, this isn't about telling you exactly where to live.
That's right, these rankings are based on our clients' experiences, our personal experiences that we've enjoyed over the last 20 years, and the public information that's out there. So take the info as you can and apply it to your situation.
I'm Vicki.
And I'm Kyle.
And we've helped hundreds of people buy, sell, and invest here in Las Vegas.
And we make videos about what it's really like to live here in Las Vegas.
Let's get into it.
Now, before we get into our first neighborhood, let's talk about how we're ranking these tiers.
We're gonna rank these neighborhoods from D all the way to S tier. Starting with our D tier, these places that people move to but face some real challenges, though they do offer some value in certain situations. Now we're gonna have C tier, and that covers some of the most underrated places to live in Las Vegas that definitely deserve a second look. B tier represents hidden gems that people don't really know about but offer incredible value. A tier showcases some of the best, most desirable places that we get asked about all the time. And finally, S tier, the pinnacle of luxury living in Las Vegas.
Now let's kick things off with the D tier. D tier, challenges, but not without value. Now starting off with East Las Vegas, it's located obviously on the east side of the strip, and it extends towards Henderson, covering a lot of the less developed neighborhoods and areas of the valley. You're about 20 to 30 minutes from the strip if you're at the far edges, and you could even be 45 minutes to an hour in traffic if you're coming all the way to Summerlin or to the northwest from that part of town. And so this area is known for being more affordable. In fact, we just did a video on the most affordable and least affordable zip codes recently, and the east side of Las Vegas included this zip code, which is one of the more affordable ones in Las Vegas, with median values around $380,000. Now, you're typically looking at some older single-family homes that are from maybe the 70s, 80s, 90s. You're probably not gonna find anything being newly built there currently because it's already pretty much been developed. Other than one-off custom homes, you're gonna buy the plot of land and build your own home. That's the only time new homes are really built over there. Now, a lot of this stuff's ranging from about 1,200 to 1,800 square feet, and often you'll find a lot larger lots, especially in some of these areas past Hollywood Road, which is on the far east side of town. You'll see some very big half-acre, quarter-acre properties. Now, these are homes that a lot of, primarily first-time home buyers, investors looking for rental properties, and people who are looking to just stretch their budget to get into home ownership. That's kind of where this part of town is really great for some people. Now, with all that, this is where some of the challenges come in that we hear about from people that live here in town. Is first, we consistently hear from families that the school systems tend to be in a lower category compared to some of the other places in school. There's also fewer charter schools, and those are basically independently run schools that get the state funding to help run them. And so those are really great schools, but of course they're not as many in the east side of town over there. And when we're talking ratings that are significantly behind other schools, we can discuss, in another time. But beyond that, some other people do mention concerns about safety. When researching these neighborhoods online and looking at crime statistics, they might see that they do have a few more incidences of crime sometimes in some of these areas. But of course, it's your job to make sure you're looking at the right spot to make sure that you're moving into a place that you feel comfortable and confident. Now, third, most of this buyers kind of discover that the housing stock kind of needs substantial updates like HVAC systems, roofing, flooring that hasn't been touched in decades. And of course, the fourth thing is that residents tell us that's an area that hasn't seen the same investment as other parts of the valley. Like, you're not gonna see major new shopping centers, strip malls, or entertainment and dining experiences opening up there. And it's not to say that they're limited on the east side. There's plenty of food anywhere. There's no food desert there by any means, but it just isn't going to get the new Dave and Buster's or whatever attraction to move into there down the street. And so finally, the last thing is the commute to major employment centers like the Strip or downtown Summerlin. It's going to be a little bit further. So those are some of the small challenges that come with the upsides, you also have some of those small downsides.
Now, next up on our list for D tier, we have the Strip and downtown. A lot of people wouldn't consider this a D tier category because most people think about all the casinos, shops, restaurants, and all the amazing entertainment that there is. And they're right. However, there are definitely some drawbacks, which we'll get to in a second. The Strip and downtown area is located right in the heart of Las Vegas, encompassing the famous Las Vegas Boulevard and the downtown core around Fremont Street. You're literally at the center of everything. Zero commute to the entertainment district, walking distance to world-class dining, and surrounded by 24/7 amenities. This area is known for high-rise condo living, with units typically ranging from 500 to 1,500 square feet. And you're looking at prices from about $300,000 for older units up to over $1 million for luxury towers. But don't forget, these HOA fees that typically run $400 to $800 or more are monthly HOA fees that can add up.
You're getting a lot of benefits for those HOA fees being in a tower like that. There's going to be a lot of great stuff included, and parking.
Absolutely. And the residents here are usually young professionals working in hospitality, remote workers who value walkability, and people who generally thrive on urban energy and the nightlife. Now, here are the drawbacks that people discover after living here. First, what residents consistently tell us is that the 24/7 noise factors, constant sirens, party crowds, the traffic that literally never stops. And second, people are shocked by parking costs, with most buildings charging $100 to $200 or even more monthly just to park your car.
Now, most of our high rises here in town don't have parking fees, but that's on a case-by-case basis for each one that you get. But many of them will include at least one parking space with your unit. Oftentimes it's deeded with the unit, which is nice. But again, parking anywhere else on the Strip is a nightmare. You only got your one at your house, so you better be walking everywhere. Otherwise, everywhere else is going to charge you to park for sure.
Third, something as simple as grocery shopping becomes a challenge when you're navigating through tourist crowds with unlimited normal shopping options. And fourth, people find that the closest Target or regular grocery store is often 15 plus minutes away from the constant traffic.
Or longer with heavy traffic.
Depending, absolutely. And finally, while the amenities sound great, those HOA fees can make your true monthly housing costs much higher than it actually appears on paper.
Definitely. It's like you're getting a gym with it, you're getting a swimming pool with it, you're getting security and elevators and all that stuff, but you're paying for it. So it's choose what you want to pay for, you know?
Inspirada. Inspirada is actually a beautiful, well-planned community with great amenities. So why did it end up on the D tier? Well, one word, location. It's located in the southeast part of the valley, but mostly just in the southern part. In fact, if you were coming up the 15 freeway, it would pretty much be the first community you hit when you enter the valley on your right-hand side, just over there near the M Resort. Now, it looks appealing on paper, but you're looking at like 35 minutes or more in traffic from, you know, the centers of the Strip, or even longer if you're going to be going to other job centers in like Summerlin or Sky Canyon. Now, this area is known for being a master plan community with modern amenities like parks and just an overall family-friendly design. Vic and I, we took our kids trick-or-treating there, and they absolutely had a blast. Our friends invited us over, and it was a very family-friendly time. So you could tell the vibe of the community is there. Now, most of the stuff is newer construction homes that are going to range between $400,000 and $600,000 plus HOA fees at $200 or $400 a month, depending on what you're getting and what type of community it is. Now, this area primarily attracts families who want new construction and are willing to trade the location for a little bit more amenities in house. But here's what people don't realize is that until they're living there, that daily commute becomes like 30 minutes each day, 45 minutes each day, and it really starts to affect your quality of life. And people tell us that most of their daily needs require driving back and forth to a more developed part of the valley, especially for work. If you work from home, then it doesn't really matter that much for you. So you're getting significantly more house, but you're not going to get necessarily more land. That's one thing that people mention to us and that we see there. There's a lot of patio homes, so You don't get as much yard space there in Inspirada as you would in maybe an older kind of community here in town, but you do get a lot more features and amenities, walking trails and things like that you wouldn't get in other places of town. And then of course there's like little coffee shop and bar and bakery and things. So there's even like in-community amenities, which are really great to have there too. But like we said, if you work remotely and you don't mind commuting to the airport or whatever, then it's not going to be a problem for you or a deal breaker. But it's a great community. It's just a little bit far.
Now, C tier, the underrated gems. Boulder City is the only place in Nevada where you can't gamble. And that's exactly what makes it one of the most underrated family communities in the entire Las Vegas area. It's located about 30 minutes southeast of Las Vegas, and it's right next to Lake Mead. And what makes this area so underrated is that it creates this completely different small town vibe that's perfect for families wanting to escape the typical Vegas lifestyle. The median home value around $450,000 gets you significantly more space and character than similar money closer to the city. What people discover when they research online is that the schools consistently rate B+ to A-, which is much better than expected for a smaller community.
Definitely.
Safety-wise, people find that crime rates are among the lowest in southern Nevada. You get direct access to Lake Mead recreational, boating, fishing, hiking, plus a historic downtown with authentic charm you won't find in newer development.
Yeah, they got the Boulder City Coffee Cup, which is a great little coffee house and restaurant. And then our buddy James Hughes and his wife own a bar called Hangar 502 you can go check out, which are great spots right there on that historic drag strip right there of town. It's a great part of town.
If you go, let us know. The reason it's so underrated is simple. Most people don't even think to look there because it feels too far removed from the Las Vegas proper. But that distance is exactly what creates the value and the lifestyle that families are really looking for.
Yeah, and an important note is the only place where you can get a home that has a view of Lake Mead, our local large body of water, is in Boulder City. You can't get that anywhere other than that location. The most, eastern bound houses like Lakeview Terrace over there, those are the spots where you actually do get a lake view of the water. So if you want a view of the lake, that's where you're going to have to go. Heartland. 5 years ago, I wouldn't have even recommended it to my clients in North Las Vegas. Today, it's one of the biggest comeback stories I've seen in my real estate career. We're talking about the Heartland area, which is about 20 to 25 minutes from the Strip, and it's connected to major employment centers all over. And what makes the area so underrated is that North Las Vegas historically had a bad reputation problem, but the city has invested heavily in massive infrastructure improvements, and people are discovering like new elementary schools and middle schools with much better ratings, upgraded shopping centers, and just an overall genuine sense of community and pride that comes with, enjoying your area and attracting young families to that. Now, home prices run between $350,000 and $500,000. For quality single family homes. And, you're getting significantly more space in this location than you would in Henderson or in Summerlin. So there is more yard space and room to stretch out here. Now, the commute to here to downtown or Henderson is actually easier than many other suburbs in town because of the freeway access. It's underrated because people still think that old North Las Vegas when they search online, but the transformation has been incredible. And what we hear from clients who move here is that they're actually shocked by how much the area has improved and how much house they got for their money.
Cadence is so new that most people driving by don't even know it exists yet. But smart buyers are starting to discover why this might be the best value in Henderson right now. It's located in eastern Henderson, about 25 minutes from the Strip, and it's close to Lake Las Vegas area. What makes Cadence underrated is that it's a master plan community with premium development amenities, but more accessible pricing than established luxury areas like Southern Highlands. It's still building out, so it lacks the established reputation, which is exactly why it represents a value opportunity. Home prices run $500,000 to $800,000 for new construction with modern layouts and energy efficiency. You're getting multiple parks, walking trails, planned shopping and dining, plus that new community energy where neighbors actually know each other. The big advantages people discover is that You're in the Henderson School District, which consistently ranks among Nevada's best. It's underrated simply because it's new and people haven't discovered it yet. But give it 5 years and everyone will know all about Cadence.
Definitely.
Now, before we jump into our B tier, if you are someone who's considering moving to Las Vegas and you don't want to move to the wrong place, we'd love to help you make your move. All our contact info is in the description of this video. And with that, let's hop into the next tier.
The B tier, the hidden gems. The first on our list in our B tier category is the Gilcrease area. Now, if you're tired of cookie cutter homes and tiny little yard lots and spaces, Gilcrease has something completely different for you to check out here in Las Vegas that you wouldn't find at most any other price point. Now, it's located just north of the Strip, about 20 minutes, and it's still about 20 minutes from Red Rock and another, 45 minutes from Mount Charleston. It is really close to the North Las Vegas private airport, so if you have a private jet or airplane, you could always park it there or fly in and out of there. Now, what makes it a hidden gem is that there's lots of often like half-acre lots. It's called a rural estate zoning, meaning you can't have a home on less than a half acre. So the least you could put is 2 homes on 1 acre. So everyone's getting massive lots over there. There's mega mansions where there are some celebrities that do live over there. We respect their privacy. But what you can have in a lot of the Gilcrease area is horses. And a lot of people have tons of space for RVs, boats, workshops, tack shops, sheds, more so than most other neighborhoods. Now, prices are not going to be too affordable. You're probably looking at low 600s, way into the multi-millions, 3, 4, 5 millions. We had one on our team that we had sold not too long ago that was about $700,000 that was just outside of that area, for example. But if you are getting like 2 to 3 times more land than you would anywhere other similar suburban areas here in town. So that's a big bonus. The homes have a lot more character. There's going to be a lot more ranch style houses. There's just not going to be any of those cookie cutter homes. There's going to be a lot more mature trees that have been there for years. Fun fact, the Gilcrease well that's just north of there is actually where some of the first water wells when they established town were in. And so they've had trees growing there ever since there. You're talking about like 1919, well over 100 years ago. So it appeals to people that want space, privacy over pools, privacy over golf courses, and they still want a quick commute to like Summerlin and the Strip. Then this place offers something that not everywhere else has. It's perfect for families that want space to run around, people that need more hobby space. Most people just don't even know it exists. So that's why it's underrated, because it is a hidden gem, right? There's barely anyone knows where this place is, and it doesn't have the same like conceptualization of a master plan community where it's all just the same colors, same driveways. You're gonna get like very unique product here. Cool houses.
Next up is the Lakes Value Champion. The Lakes has been quietly delivering golf course living and resort style amenities for a fraction of what you'd pay in newer communities.
Now, there isn't a golf course there, but there are many golf courses within 5 miles, and you of course get all the beautiful tree-lined streets and waterfalls and lakes.
It's located in West Las Vegas, about 15 minutes from the Strip, perfectly positioned for both Summerlin and downtown job centers. What makes this hidden gem is that you have multiple lakes with water activities, it's established parks, and a community center with activities for all ages. The mature landscaping, walking paths, and established neighborhood feel takes decades to develop in newer communities. Home prices run from about $500,000 all the way up to $1 million or more, and this is if you are wanting to be on the water for those water views. When people research the schools, they find they rate B+ average, which is solid for this price point. What residents tell us they love is the great diversity of ages and backgrounds, creating a genuinely welcoming community atmosphere. It's a hidden gem because it gets overshadowed by the newer, flashier developments, but you're getting established character and amenities at a much better value.
Now we're moving on to the A tier. The first neighborhood in our A tier, our tier of great neighborhoods, is Rhodes Ranch. Now, Rhodes Ranch has been the gold standard for family living in Las Vegas for over 2 decades. It's located in the southwest side of town, about 20 minutes from the Strip, perfectly positioned in between the Strip and Summerlin and even Mountain's Edge. It's just got an overall great access in town, which is why it's so desirable. Well, it's still also kind of on the edge of town where it's not like too close to the Strip. What makes it so great is that every aspect was designed around family life. When families research schools online, they discover consistently A- to A ratings, which are among the best in Clark County. So you're going to get a good school either near here, and if you want to pay for private school, there's plenty nearby, including Alexander Dawson, which is a great one. Now, the community culture genuinely emphasizes education with families who prioritize academic achievement and involvement. Now, home prices in this area are going to range in the 500s into the 900s, and in some instances beyond, depending on what community it's in. But you're going to get a little bit bigger homes here, 4 to 5 bedrooms, maybe some 3-car garages, large lots. One thing to know, there is some no on-street parking in some of the parts of the community, and then you got to get a guest pass sticker for your friend to park and stay the night, but if you don't have room on your driveway, of course. But what people love here is the championship golf course. It's literally the centerpiece of the entire community. Multiple parks, tons of walking trails, beautiful architecture standards, completely maintained at all times. It just gives it that really connected feel where everything is like woven together by the golf course. That's where you do your morning walk, you're looking at a beautiful green area, which is hard to find a lot of green grass in Las Vegas in some locations. Now, the resale value for these homes, it consistently is going to outperform the average resale home in Las Vegas due to the strong demand. So it's great because you get safe neighborhoods where your kids can bike around from kid's friend's house to kid's friend's house, but also you're close to community events that create lasting connections like the movie night in the park and all of the other myriad of events and activities that they have going on in the community. There's just like one special feature that keeps families from ever wanting to leave, and that's just the genuine sense of community that people really love and have built over the last few decades. Next up in our A tier
is Southern Highlands. Southern Highlands isn't just a neighborhood, it's basically a resort you get to live in every single day. It's located in South Las Vegas, about 15 minutes from the Strip, 20 minutes from Henderson job centers with easy airport access for traveling families.
It's the first community you hit on the right side of the freeway when you're coming up the 15, opposite of Inspirada.
That's right. And what makes Southern Highlands so great is that it consistently ranks among the top family destinations in the entire Southwest. When people research online, they find multiple A-rated schools, championship golf courses, and resort-style amenities. The community planning anticipated growth while maintaining quality of life, which is rare in Las Vegas developments. You get 2 championship golf courses, multiple community centers with resort-style pools and tennis facilities, extensive trail systems, plus retail and dining within the community. Home prices run from about $600,000 to over $2 million. But resort-level amenities are included in your daily lifestyle.
Especially if you're in the Southern Highlands Country Club. It's all beautiful, green, mature landscaping, beautiful facilities, amazing golf course. It's like not even being in Las Vegas. It's so green in there.
That's right. And what families discovered is a community events calendar that rivals exclusive resorts. Plus, professional families and excellent schools creating safe neighborhoods where kids can walk and bike safely. Property values have consistently appreciated even during market fluctuations due to strong demand and limited inventory. S tier, the best.
That's right, it's the best. We've the best for last. So you've made it in Vegas, then there's only really one place that truly represents like the pinnacle of luxury living. Welcome to the Summit Club. Now the Summit Club is located in Summerlin. It's in Summerlin's highest elevations, but it's completely worlds away. Now what makes the Summit absolutely the best is its 360-degree views of the entire Vegas Valley. You're not going to get any views like this on the west side of town. Now we're talking about custom estate homes where if you were to just purchase the ground to build right now, you would be spending at least $8.8 million just for the dirt resort, and then you'd have to pay for the home to be built on top of it. So that's the magnitude of some of these mansions and estates. It's on the Summit Golf Course. It's a full 18-hole. It's one of the best resort-style golf clubs. Now, these houses have guest house, resort-style pools, casita accommodations, like anything you can think of. It's all custom built. Not one home will be identical to the others, basically. And then they do have the bungalows in there, which is a different thing, but that was built by a builder at a different time. But anyways, you're not just buying square footage. You're buying the views. You're buying the privacy that you can't get anywhere else. The security is incredibly strict and very due diligent in the Summit. And so that's what you're paying for. You're still minutes from downtown shopping and dining, top-rated schools with direct access to Red Rock Canyon for recreation. What makes this thing S tier is the complete privacy, custom architecture, investment protection, and limited inventory of properties that hold value exceptionally well. And so it's definitely a unique combination of location, views, and exclusivity. This is what you get in the most exclusive community in the west side of town. You get extreme views, mountain serenity, plus sunrise and sunsets that never get old.
McDonald Highlands, the golf course paradise. If the Summit is about views, then McDonald Highlands is about the ultimate golf course lifestyle. It's located in the Henderson foothills, about 20 minutes from the Strip, minutes from Lake Las Vegas. What makes McDonald Highlands S tier is the ultimate combination of luxury living and championship golf in a guard-gated environment, ensuring complete privacy and exclusivity. The Dragon Ridge Country Club's championship golf course is integrated into daily life here. What's incredible is the range from the luxury townhomes from $800,000 to custom estates over $3 million, giving multiple entry points into this exclusive lifestyle. The private golf club membership alone would cost thousands annually elsewhere, but it's integrated into your daily life here. All homes feature premium finishes with mountain golf courses and city light views, plus architectural details that maintain property values. Resale values consistently outperform because demand from luxury buyers just never slows down. You get championship golf, luxury amenities, Henderson location with top-rated schools, creating the ultimate Vegas luxury lifestyle. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely like and subscribe, and we make videos for you every single week.
That's right, we have tons of other videos, so make sure you watch the other videos that cover everything from here to there, all across Las Vegas. And of course, we have a free relocation guide you could download. And if you haven't figured it out where you want to move to Las Vegas, you can always reach out to us. We help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate here in Las Vegas, and we can help you too.
And if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave us a comment down below on our videos. And we'll see you guys on our next video. Bye.